Right, hello and welcome. My name's Jay. I buy and sell on eBay UK. I specialise mainly in model railway, 00 gauge, mixtape packs, basically any big collection that I can buy and sell individually online for a profit. Each and every week I put out a video as to what's sold and what's not sold. This week being in or heading in towards December, it's been busy again. My sales seem to be consistent at the moment, which is fantastic. If you do like the content, please give us a thumbs up. If you have got any comments, please feel free to put them down below. And if you could consider subscribing, I think I've said it before, my subscriber count has sort of like stagnated. So if you could consider subscribing, I'd really appreciate it. But without further ado, going to turn you around and show you my sales. Cheers. Right, hello, welcome back. It's now Monday. 26 sales in total. We're going to get through them really quickly. I've got a Bachmann bolster wagon. It has got some of these bits missing off it, all disclosed in listing. I have got 5 of these GWR coaches that I've sold, all ranging between £32 and £35 each. A fire engine of some sorts. One of these nice teak coaches, unfortunately has got some defects, that sold for £35. Fire engine itself for about a £5. Standard Hornby controller. Got 3 of these cattle wagons, they sold for £11.99 each. Got a Mighty White, who remembers that from back in the day? Bread, wouldn't it? Yeah, bread. That sold for £5.99. I've then got a non-running, what is that? Can't remember the name of it. Toby, that's it, Toby. That sold for £38. Got an Engage Virgin coach, that sold for £14.99. Got 2 oval track packs there. Got a, it's in the wrong box, but a 4765 LNER, that sold for, I think it was 50 odd quid. A Phoenix coach there, that sold for £18.99. Got a diesel loco of some sorts in there, that sold for £41. Unfortunately you can't see it, it's got the yellow ends, so it might be a rail freight one. A older coach there, hasn't got the right numbers on it, M9439 wagon there, that's the part numbers. A digital controller, that sold for £74.99. Standard controller. Another loco of some sorts in there, I think that's a Mallard, that sold for £74.99. Got a body of some sorts there that sold for a tenner. This buyer has bought a Christmas 040 loco and the 2 matching wagons to go with it, and he paid, I think, about 60 quid for all 3 of them. So yeah, happy with that. I have picked up some new stock. I don't need it at the moment. It was from the gentleman down the road from me that rings me up every now and then, lets me know he's got a few bits. Oh, sorry, I had some old track down there as well that sold for £25. So, yeah, I've had an eventful day, to say the least. So, I'm going to get this little lot packed up. I'll update you what's up tomorrow. Cheers. Right, hello and welcome back. It's now Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? I had to think for a minute then. Yeah, definitely Tuesday. Sales, what have I got? A set of remote control car wheels, or 2 sets of remote control car wheels. They are brand new, come with a car that I sold ages ago, sold them for a tenner. Got this loco there, sold for £22. Got a long point there, sold for £12.99. Some R607s, they sold for, I think, £11.99. R605s, similar sort of thing, they sold for a tenner. This wagon here, if you can work it out there, that sold for a tenner, and that buyer also bought some R609s for £12. A British Railways 040, hopefully you can see it in there. Standard Hornby controller, sorry, that sold for £19.99, this sold for £19.99. Also got a Pendolino coach, hopefully it arrives there in one piece, because I don't have much luck with these. That sold for £32. Then got one of these blue wagons that sold for a tenner. A track pack oval that sold for £26. A grey in-city 8-window coach, I think that is, that sold for £16. Some of these cars, the 176 scale cars, this was quite a nice one. A low loader, it is a metal one, a Hornby one, that sold for £26.99. That come part of the collection that I showed you guys recently, as did this, which is a, I think it's a it's a Bachmann wagon of some sorts. Let me show you it in there. Really nice one. And that sold for $24.99 as well. So yeah, I do need it to quiet down a little bit. I've hit it really hard, as you guys know, and I'm in a bit of a predicament in the fact that I'm about 12 grand away from reaching the VAT threshold. Now, it's inevitable that I am going to have to register at some stage for VAT, but I don't want to do it this year. So next month I could do 12 grand in sales. So if I get close to it, I might have to turn the shop off, purely because I don't want to do it this year. I don't want to register for VAT this year. I'd rather be part way through next year and be a little bit more prepared. It's kind of snuck up on me. The VAT threshold is £90,000 at the moment, and I'm not far off of it. That includes everything. That includes your turnover, your postage, your eBay fees, everything. So not what I get, but everything in total. So yeah, I digress on that, and I probably will do another video on that at some stage, to let you know how I'm getting on with that and what I'm preparing to be doing with that. Anyway, I'm waffling on. I'm going to get this little lot packed up. I'll update you what's up tomorrow. Cheers. Right, hello, welcome back. It's now Wednesday, 10 sales in total. I am slowing it down a little bit, as I said yesterday, for obvious reasons. Starting over here, got a GWR power car. That is a non-runner. That sold for $39.99. Got this nice shunter there, Hornby one, that sold for £26. Some R605s, they sold for a tenner. A Bestwick wagon there, that sold for I think £8 or £9. Another one of these track pack ovals, that sold for £26. One of these longer coaches, 225 coach I believe that is, that sold for £15. This buyer bought some power clips, some buffer stops, and a Y piece point off of me. He wanted two of mine, he had one. Done him a deal at £20 for all three. Some remote control car wheels and tyres there, or grey bag. A Lima shunter, and then one of these new controllers out of the GWR sets that I bought off of Hornby. Tommy said, well done mate, you're smashing them GWR sets, or the bits that I bought off of Hornby. The coaches went really quick. I bought another 5 sets on the strength of the coaches. The rest of it I think is going to be slow burn. I'll still be selling it in 6-7 months time, but that's the way my business works. None of it moves fast. I cannot buy it quick enough and list it quick enough to sell it fast. Like, I need to sell 10, 15, 20 things a day, list 10, 15, 20 things a day, and that way it's doable for one person. Anyway, I'm waffling on. I'm going to get this little lot packed up. I'll update you what's up tomorrow. Cheers. Right, hello and welcome back. It's now Thursday. It's not been that busy today. I think I've got 10 sales in total. Starting over here, got one of these Corgi truck things. If you've been watching the channel for a long time, you know I bought a load of these about 1.5 years ago. I've got one more left. I did have about 100 of them. That sold for £8. Got this Lima wagon there, that sold for £8. Got a retainer wall there, sold for £8. Seems to be the number of the day. Hornby standard controller, $19.99. A dummy car there, that sold for $19.99. I've then got a Coronation Scott coach that sold for $17.99. The condition of that is not the best. Another one of these GWR coaches, brand new one, that sold for £32. A Chance and Hunt Bachmann wagon there, that's the part numbers even, that sold for $8.99, $9.99. I've then got a nice Hornby coach of some sorts there that sold for £22, and then 2 more of these retainer wall supports that sold for £8 each. So yeah, I've also got 2 track pack ovals that in these GWR boxes. I need to get rid of them. I don't sell empty boxes. I know people do on eBay. I'll be using them for postage. I did check the solds and there's been none sold. So yeah, I've got 15 of them and I need to get rid of them. Anyway, I'm going to get this little lot packed up. I'll update you what's up tomorrow. Cheers. Right, hello and welcome back. It's now Friday. Not been that busy today, to be fair, which is surprising because it's payday. Starting over here, standard Hornby controller. I've then got 4 of these Annie and Clarabelles. I've got these coming out my ears. They sell for £15. Just happy to get rid of them. That wagon there, that sold for £8.99. That's the part numbers. I've then got a GW 20 ton, I believe it is there. That's the part numbers. That sold for £8.99 as well. A fine fish wagon there, that sold for £5 or £6. Some R609s, they sold for £11.99. Some water crane things there, is it? They sold for £8. An Engage Virgin coach that sold for £19.99. One of these Hornby controllers, but it is the Thomas and Friends one, the like house one. That sold for £22. A couple of 040s. One is a Christmas one there, and another one is a Billy one. I think they sold for either £22 or £24. Then got a nice tape pack, sold for £29.99. Helter Skelter Imagination. Some of these shrub-like things, they're like, you can see them in there, they stick onto your layout. I think you get these from like Temu and stuff like that. They sold for £12. 2 SR wagons, they sold for £10. 2 of these Crimson, is it? Crimson and, oh, no, Blood and Custard. There you go. Wagon, coaches even, they sold for, I think, £8 each. And last but not least, a Lions T Airfix wagon that sold for, I believe, £6 or £7. So yeah, definitely beans on toast tonight. Anyway, I'm going to get this little lot packed up. I'll update you on what I sell on Sunday now. Cheers. Right, hello and welcome back. It's now Sunday, and it's been absolutely manic again, which is fantastic. Got an array of things, some nice coaches there. I'll show you the ones worth talking about, if that makes sense. So what we got here, I think, no, not that one. Was it that one? Yep, camping coach, Bachmann one, that sold for £35. Quite a rare thing that. Got a spares and repairs loco there. Thomas and Friends coaches, got a nice loco there that sold for £35. 2 of these, but they did sell individually. I've then got 4 of those coaches there. I've got 2 Lockelly coaches. What have I got there? Tape packs, more tape packs, accessory packs. I've got multiples of wagons down there as well. I've also pre-packed the last 4 of the GWR coaches that I've got there. That's 4 track pack ovals that are second hand. There's another track pack oval in there that is a brand new one, and that's why I'm sending it out in the GWR box, because I need to get rid of the cardboard. So yeah, it's been really good. Long may it continue. Obviously we're going into December now. I am on my own now. I had my last pay packet from my work, or my previous work, so yeah, it's all to play for now. I'm still in 2 minds whether to go part-time or to go back into full-time work. I'm going to take December to weigh up what I actually want to do and then hit the ground rolling in January. Anyway, I'm waffling on. If you do like the content, please give us a thumbs up. More importantly, if you can consider subscribing, I'd really appreciate it. Until next week, I'll see you then. Cheers, bye.